Welcome, and welcome to video 4 in Understanding Metabolic Health. Last video, in video 3, I introduced the mitochondria and I spoke about mitochondrial health, mitochondrial biogenesis, or the creation of the multiplication of mitochondria in the muscle cell, and talked about mitochondrial dysfunction, which is the degradation of mitochondria. Okay, and I talked about it from a nutritional standpoint. Today I'm going to talk about the mitochondria, that energy powerhouse of the cell, from an exercise perspective. All right, so let me jump into this, and I'll give you some tips on how to develop an exercise program that will be supportive of your mitochondrial biogenesis and your energy levels, okay? So first of all, if we take a look at the elite athlete, what we'll notice is that she has as much as 2 or more times as much mitochondria in the muscle cell. This is because exercising regularly and vigorously stresses the muscle cell, stresses the mitochondria, and causes it to multiply. So the next time that we exercise, we'll have the additional mitochondria to supply us with the energy that we need to continue forward on a rigorous and vigorous exercise program. Okay, so that stress in recovery, when we're recovering between workout bouts, that's when the mitochondria are regenerating. That's when the biogenesis occurs during recovery. So recovery is very important as well. What we'll find is that there are as many as 2 times or plus the amount of mitochondria. It's interesting because there's a specific type of exercise that really encourages mitochondrial health. We have aerobic exercise and we have anaerobic exercise. I'll explain that in a minute. But what we want to actually do is mix the two, or do what we call cross-training. Aerobic exercises are the ones that get your blood going, they get your heart going, they get your breathing going. They're like the running, the jogging, the cycling, the spinning, the CrossFit training, and rollerblading. What else? Cycling, HIIT training. These things will get your cardiovascular health up, and that's aerobic. Then there's the anaerobic, and anaerobic is usually known as strength training, and it usually requires some kind of resistance, oftentimes weight. Okay, so we want to take a look at crossing those two and training using both systems. What science has found when we've looked under a microscope at the cells of exercisers and at the mitochondria and looking for mitochondria in those cells are that those who do aerobic exercise have more mitochondria than those who just do anaerobic exercise, and then those who do anaerobic exercise have more mitochondria than those who don't do exercise at all, which is no surprise. But those who have the most mitochondria are those who cross-train. Hands down, the best way to support the mitochondria through exercise. And lastly, I'll just say consistency. Consistency of exercise is so important. The moment we stop exercising, at that time, mitochondria start to deplete. The moment we start exercising again, we stimulate that production of mitochondria. So the idea is to cross-train using aerobic and anaerobic exercise, and to be consistent. Set out a log, set out a plan for a program of exercise, include cross-training, and you'll be well on your way to experiencing the kind of abundant energy that a healthy mitochondrial environment in your muscle cells can provide. Thank you for listening, and until next time, stay well.